Today on Royal Yes, Prince Harry is in shock after he steps down from his charity as Meghan Markle and Gwyneth Paltrow put their feud rumors to rest. Plus, Meghan hits the cover of Us Weekly as friends weigh in on why she is just so polarizing. And King Charles postpones his meeting with the Pope as Prince William sends a special birthday wish and reveals one of George's favorite TV shows. We've got that plus so much more in today's Royal Yes. Hey everyone, and welcome to Royally Us. I'm Christina, and that's Michaela, and lots of big, wide-ranging news in the royal world this week.
Yeah, absolutely. They never stop. I feel like there's been a big story for at least every member of the royal family this week.
Yes, definitely. So let's start out with Prince Harry, because this was some big news, because he said that he was in shock on March 25th as he resigned as patron of Sentable, the charity that he created back in 2006. So Harry and co-founder Prince Sisio of Lesotho said that they had stepped down from the charity in solidarity with several trustees who also announced their exits amid tensions with the chair of the board, Dr. Sophie Chandakau. The princess said in a statement that the relationship between Chandakau, who was appointed chair in July of 2023, and the departing trustees broke down beyond repair after they asked her to step down. So it's like a soap opera. So then she sued the charity to remain in the position. This is what the princess claimed. Now, for her part, she said that she reported the charity to the UK Charity Commission for issues including poor governance, abuse of power, bullying, and harassment. So what did you make of all of this? It's obviously some big news. This charity has been around for almost 20 years. Now he's stepping down. Seems like definitely a battle of power.
Yeah, it's for sure a very he says, she said situation. It's difficult to know what the truth is when both sides are coming out with such powerful statements. But at the end of the day, it's just quite sad because those who know Prince Harry's like work and his long-standing charities and everything that he's done over the past 20 years will know that this charity was created almost in honor of his mother, Princess Diana. So the name of the charity that actually translates to Forget Me Not, which was her favorite flower, and the work that they do as well, it's all about helping children and a lot of them who have experienced HIV. And we know that Princess Diana's work was a lot of central around HIV/AIDS and breaking that stigma. So it's quite sad when you think about it in that sense that it obviously meant a lot to him.
Yeah, no, I'm sure this meant a lot to him. I'm sure it was a really tough decision, but it almost seems like the other prince, and several board of trustees had no choice. So hopefully they figure something out in the future. All right, well, King Charles and Queen Camilla won't meet with Pope Francis as planned during their upcoming trip to Italy. On March 25th, Buckingham Palace announced that the King and Queen's visit has been postponed by mutual agreement in light of medical advice for the leader of the Catholic Church. As we know, Pope Francis has been advised to rest after being discharged from the hospital on March 23rd following a 38-day stay. So he was pretty sick. He was in the hospital for quite some time.
I'm sure they would have planned for this because obviously the Pope has been unwell for quite some time, so they would have had a backup plan. So I'm sure they're going to be doing lots of community engagements and hopefully they'll have some downtime and they can celebrate their anniversary as well.
Yeah,
That would be
definitely.
nice.
A lot of pasta, a lot of Aperol Spritz. Enjoy.
I'm
All right. Well,
jealous.
Prince William's birthday message for Mary Berry. I love this story so much. This was nothing short of sweet. So, the Prince of Wales celebrated the former Great British Bake Off judge's milestone 90th birthday during BBC's The One Show's Dame Mary Berry. So, a celebration at 90 special on Monday, March 24th. So when she saw that the Prince of Wales was going to give her a birthday message, she's like, no. And then he says, hi, Mary, I want to wish you a very happy 90th birthday. You are a true national treasure, and we've loved working with you over the years. Have a fantastic day today. I dread to think who's cooking your cake and the criticism they might get, but good luck, and I hope it goes really well. She was just so moved by this, too. It was so cute to see. You know, it kind of brought her to tears, and she said, what an honor. But they've had a nice relationship over the years, right?
Yeah, they've done multiple different things. They did a Christmas
Mhm.
special together a couple of years ago, so they seem to be quite chummy. And it's really sweet that he sent that message for her because I'm sure he's very busy and he's got lots of engagements on. So the fact that he took the time to send that message, and it was a really candid, it seemed very sweet and unscripted, so really nice.
Really, really nice. I loved it. All right, well, let's spill some royalty, and everybody's talking about Meghan, and including Us Weekly, because in this week's cover story, we dove into why Meghan remains one of the most triggering women in the world. Now, a source tells us that the media loves to paint her as polarizing. The truth is, she moves the needle whether people love her or hate her. People care about engagement, and she delivers that even if it's negative. They want a show that people are talking about. This is true. And while it might seem like Meghan is taking a scattergun approach to business, the insider says that isn't the case. We've been told that they've said no to a lot more than people realize. Big money stuff like unscripted deals that would have been clickbait, but that's not their style. They're focused on mission driven, creatively fulfilling projects. It's about legacy rather than quick wins. If you wanted to learn more, definitely pick up the latest issue of Us Weekly. It's a fascinating read. But what do you kind of make of this? And I agree with that. I think that they're trying to figure out, what the long-term plan is going to be rather than doing like these quick little things here and there. So I definitely agree with that. But she is polarizing. I mean, love her or hate her, everybody's talking about her.
Yeah, for sure. It's just interesting because at the end of the day, they're just human and trying to carve their own path.
Yeah.
There's not many examples when you look at your career and think, oh, I want to be a journalist or I want to do something else. And you can look at examples of people who have done that, but there aren't that many examples of people who have successfully stepped away from the royal family and carved their own career in the entertainment business or whatever else it may be with humanitarian work. So they really are just learning as they go.
Yeah, no, it's so true. They are like, and we're going to see what sticks and what doesn't. And we'll actually see if her new interview series, Confessions of a Female Founder, we'll see if that works because she just dropped a trailer for it. And in it, she says she will chat with female entrepreneurs about lessons learned, sleepless nights, and of course, some girl talk. The trailer concludes with Meghan sharing, and through it all, I'm building a business of my own and getting all sorts of practical advice along the way that I'm very excited to share with you. As we know, she did enter the podcast space before, didn't work out so well, trying it again with a different approach. She said, I think in an interview, she's like, I'm not an influencer, I am an entrepreneur, I'm a businesswoman. And I think she wants to connect with people on that level as well. Again, just don't know if people are going to connect with her on this.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the reviews are compared to the Netflix show
Mm-hmm.
because I know we talked about it and we were just trying to kind of figure out in terms of like seeing behind the curtain, the authenticity. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that maybe she does better when there's a particular angle, whether it's the archetypes or the female founders, and she's interviewing people and it's all for one cause. I think that will resonate with
Mm-hmm.
people quite well. But we'll just have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see, but we'll be listening. Well, this is something I'm really excited that she did because we can now shop her closet. So she handpicked and curated some personalized items on her Shop My storefront. It features 30 pieces, all rendered in her very, usual neutral color palette, and some of them were actually featured on her show with Love Meghan. So, what will this cost you? Well, we know kind of Meghan loves a high-low approach, and that's exactly what she is delivering. You can grab a button-down J. Crew shirt for $52 or a $1,400 Laura Piana knit. Whatever you're feeling that day. There are some items in between, and then a $99 trench coat from Uniqlo and $109 Zara linen pants. So she definitely has a little bit for everybody. She's got her signature aviator sunglasses on there too. I like this idea. People are always so interested in what she's wearing, and I like that she's kind of putting it all out there for us. And we do have to remember she did a lot of this when she had her website, The Tig, years ago. So this isn't uncharted territory for her.
Yeah, I think this is so cool. And there are already so many fashion blogs dedicated to telling people what she's wearing. So why not just cut out the middleman and let her show us herself?
Yes, no, definitely, and I love it. A lot of good looks that you can get on her website. You know, I think, and we've been talking so much that we wanted to see the real side of Meghan. We wanted to see her kind of joking around and kind of letting loose a little bit, which I feel like we're sometimes missing on the Netflix show. But it seems like maybe she's finally getting the hint, because now it seems like she's in on the joke, because Gwyneth Paltrow took to her Instagram story for a fan Q&A where one user asked if she was aware of the Meghan Markle beef social media says the two of them had. Well, this is how Gwyneth responded. Take a look.
I genuinely do not understand this at all whatsoever. Do you understand this?
Love this so much. So this came after fans were kind of convinced that Goop was making a comment about Meghan through Tracy Anderson's latest cooking video. Take a look at this.
Hi, I'm Tracy Anderson. Welcome to my actual kitchen.
Social media's users focused in on Tracy saying that she was in her actual kitchen, because as we know, Meghan didn't film the show in her actual kitchen. But it seems like the beef is settled and everybody is getting along. What did you kind of make of all of this?
I think it's so funny, and it's like you said, we were searching for that, real look, and to see that she can like poke fun at herself and just, have that side of her on social media, that's really refreshing, and hopefully we'll see some of that on the next season of her show as well.
Yeah, I mean, we also saw it. She sent podcaster Not Skinny But Not Fat a letter as well, because I guess when the trailer for With Love Meghan came out, Not Skinny But Not Fat posted a screenshot saying, "I'm scared for Meghan." Meghan then wrote her a handwritten note saying, "You don't have to be scared. This is," so it seems like maybe she is kind of loosening up a little bit and seeing like, okay, maybe people want to see me in on the joke a little bit. So maybe she's getting some better PR advice, it seems like.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think as well, it seems like she's taken measures to protect herself. Um, if I'm speaking correctly, I think she's turned off the comments on her Instagram. So little things like that where she can make sure that she's not seeing any of the trolling that she had endured, like when she was part of the royal family.
Definitely.
So she's taking the narrative.
I love to see it. All right, let's wrap it up with our pint-sized palace. And Princess Beatrice was opening up about the uncertainty she and her husband faced when their daughter Athena was actually born prematurely back in January. She wrote in a Vogue UK essay, "Nothing quite prepares you for the moment when you realize your baby is going to arrive early. There's so little control. Will she arrive healthy? Will there be complications? How will you juggle the best of family life while trying to keep a tiny human safe and well?" Definitely a scary situation, knowing that she came so early. She continued saying, "You know that when your baby arrives, the doctor and midwives are going to be there, doing everything they can to ensure she makes it through those challenging first few days. But you have no idea how these things will play out. What happens next? The uncertainty leaves you with an overwhelming fear of the unknown." Yeah, I can't imagine having a brand new baby. You have this plan in your mind of exactly what your birth plan is going to look like, and then things happen, and that uncertainty can kind of eat you up.
Yeah, it's certainly like shocking to hear her experience, especially because we knew that the baby had arrived early. Like when they announced it, we weren't expecting the baby to be born until the spring, I believe. So everyone was wondering what was happening. So just for her to open that door and give us a glimpse into what she was feeling, I'm sure that's really helpful to a lot of other mums and people who have experienced that also.
Definitely. Glad everybody is happy and healthy now. Well, we know we don't see a lot of Meghan and Harry's kids, Lily and Archie, but she gave us a little sneak peek, and it seems like they are growing up way too fast. Meghan shared this photo saying every day is a love story, and it seems like they are, in this picturesque. It seems like an ad for J. Crew. It really does. But it was for her lifestyle brand As Ever, and this was posted on their social media page. The sweet snap gives, like I said, a rare glimpse of just how big Archie, who's 5, Lilibet, who's 3, what their life is like in California. This is just so cute. Prince Archie's got that red hair going. I love to see it.
Yeah, it's lovely because we don't see much of the kids. They've been keeping it really private since they moved to California. So it'll be interesting to see if they share any other pictures or on Instagram as well in the
Yeah,
future.
I can't wait. I hope so. All right. Well, wrapping it up with Prince William because he met with the stars of Amazon Prime's videos Clarkson's Farm, which is a UK documentary series about Jeremy Clarkson's farm in England. So the prince, who is set to appear on an upcoming episode of the series, revealed that Prince George, who is 11, enjoys the show. According to the UK's ITV News, he said, "You've got George watching now. I said to him, what shall I say if I meet Caleb? He said, tell Caleb to mind his language." I love this. This was obviously a funny conversation with his son. They were joking around. He said, "I did get told off for swearing too much. I tried to stop, but at the same time, it's awesome." That's what Caleb responded, according to the outlet. He added that he's been approached by people who have thanked him for bringing the family together to watch the show. Have you watched the show?
I actually haven't, I'll admit, but it looks really interesting, and the fact that William's going to be on it might just inspire me to tune in and see what it's all about.
I know we got to see what is holding Prince George's attention. I love to see it. All right, Michaela, a lot of big news this week, and I love to run it down with you as always.
Thank you. It's been great.
It's been great. All right, well, keep commenting, keep subscribing, and we'll see you next week.